Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new reading. This the new beginning of a Chinese New Year. It is the year of the wood snake, so what's in store for you during the year of the wood snake, Taurus? We're going to look at general energies, challenges, solutions, and whatever else comes up in the reading. This is a timeless general reading for the Taurus Collective. So whenever you come across this reading, there will be a message here, there will be something that resonates. Take from it what you need when you need it. So we're going to look at 6 tarot cards here and then a couple of oracle cards as well towards the end. So, Taurus, look, nice, interesting cards, yeah. Starting off with the 4 of Earth. Now we can see here, this is, by the way, the first quarter, the second quarter, the third, the fourth quarter of the year, roughly. Nothing's set in stone, things are fluid. Whatever happens, happens. You're propping up something, you're holding up something, you're expending energy. You're using so much energy that you started to bleed. This is getting so heavy. What is this? These are burdens that you carry for yourself and burdens that you carry for others that you shouldn't be carrying. Because it's going to make life even more complicated, more difficult to move on. So you've got to stop propping up the situation. You've supported a situation for far too long, and you are kind of stuck in a rut there, procrastinated, standing still, hitting a wall, basically. You cannot move forward unless you release the burden that you are supporting. We have the 5 of Pentacles. This is a card of normally low expectations of abundance and prosperity, but why are you not expecting any more? Your finance, your material growth, your financial stability, your security, everything depends on how you deal with your money. You want to perhaps make a plan here for your finances, so you can allocate the resources properly, so you don't have to scrimp and save. But the situation is actually better than it appears. But you're going to have to look into it, look at your bank accounts. Look at the situation. How much have you really got and what are you spending it on? Make a plan. This could be to do also with these burdens. They can be financial and they can be mentally motivated. There may not be a real lack, but you perceive it to be. It's all a question of perception. No matter how much we've got, we can always make it enough, depending on what we do, depending how ingenious your imagination is, you know. You can imagine, you can manifest anything you like. Let's manifest some more money. But don't forget, release the burden. Don't be a slave to your burdens. Second quarter, we have you looking at your book of knowledge and wisdom. And we have an ace. Now, aces are new beginnings. new potential, new options, new opportunities, new chances. Mental release. You will release these burdens. You will be mentally more free. You will experience a kind of a inner freedom, inner balance. Also being very intuitive and listening to your intuition and trusting it. You're trusting your inner wisdom and your inner knowledge. You're very connected to nature. You bring yourself something here for your health, because you are responsible ultimately for your health. If you can't help yourself, you must find someone who does. And so you're surveying the health situation here, consulting that book of knowledge. Also the book of experience, of course, lessons learned. But there are new opportunities, new options for healing, for moving on, mental strength. Got another ace here, ace of fire, ace of wands. Something that you're very passionate about. The opportunity has arisen to put that into reality, to grab the chance, to grab the opportunity and nurture a better future. This egg has not hatched yet. Nothing's set in stone. Things are in flux. Things are in the pipeline. So, excuse me, that could be finances. This could be relationships. Since you have the Two of Cups here, could be a new relationship here in the pipeline. But it also refers to your general well-being, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You're kind of freeing yourself from these past energies that have been such a burden for you for such a long time. Taurus, there's no need to carry all that on. So there's a chance here to get together with someone who has your back, who can see who you are. You have a good communication. You're seeing eye to eye, you have the same goals, or more or less the same goals. We can never 100% agree with someone, can we? So it's, but they're finding the balance there, making allowances, being tolerant, respectful, and accepting of the other person. And that makes a good relationship. End of a cycle, beginning of a new. This is, there's lots of new beginnings here. So it's finally taken the mask off. You're showing your true authentic self. You're connected to your higher self, your higher awareness. Your consciousness is expanding. Very much connected to nature, same as you were here in the knowledge card. Enjoying nature, getting inspiration, getting healing. Tree medicine. Being connected to the earth. Have an anchor in the earth. Feeling stable. You have inner grounding. You have a solid foundation, and you have safety and security within yourself. This all happens once you release these old burdens. We have the Seven of Swords here. You have to be a little bit careful in the fourth quarter. There could be some disagreements, contradictions, confliction. This could be within, this could be of your mind, but this could also be a conflict with other people. You could see you walking away from troubles, not wanting to get involved with these pesky mice here. You are sort of shielding yourself off from a certain problem here. You're leaving the arguments behind. You're scheming. You're a little bit sneaky about it. You're just trying to be safe. Because these mice in those numbers, they can actually be troublesome for a cat like you, Taurus. Okay. The oracles. We have Herkimer. Herkimer is a type of quartz which grows in shapes very much like diamond, and when you polish it, it's very clear. Sometimes they have inclusions. And we have patterns. We can see you here dealing with the old patterns. This is part of the burdens. Reliving the old patterns over and over again, getting stuck in a loop. It's like living in a loop, experiencing the same thing over and over again, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. But the different outcome never comes. Unless you see what the old patterns are, and unless you realize what it is all about, that's been holding you back, what you've been doing wrong, what you've been repeating, why you've been repeating it. Why can't you get out of the loop? That is the question. So, I expect there needs to be some shadow work to be done, working on old insecurities, anxieties, inner fears, closing out old wounds. And this Herkimer, it is a quartz of clarity and truth. It gives you more insight, more clarity. It is a gift from the divine. Things are becoming more transparent. And it could also involve higher communication. You're able to communicate with your partner on new levels, higher levels, telepathically. So you sit there and you don't have to speak and you know exactly what's going on. So perhaps you become more sensitive, more telepathic, and you're vibrating to a higher rate because you are connecting to your higher self, your higher awareness, expanding consciousness. When you take the mask off, your true authentic self comes through. So it's going to be more easy for you to detach from the old patterns, to kind of cut it all off and leave it all behind, and realizing you don't need to prop up things, especially for other people. The only one you should be propping up stuff is for you. Why would you actually take on other people's burdens? Have you asked yourself that? Because you're very generous, you are a Taurus, you're very warm-hearted. That's why, which are very good qualities, of course. But you can lose yourself that way. You need to find your way back to yourself, your true authentic self, and then live accordingly. Put up some boundaries, but you've started putting up the boundaries. Here we can see that. You've already started with the boundaries. A spiritual awakening can be a very slow process. So this could take all year to sort out, but it's going to be a successful year. By the end of it, you will have a different opinion of all the things that are happening around you, all the people that you know. And there's sort of like an inner realization going on. You have lots of aha moments, thinking a lot. You're welcoming the new cycles, the new chapters, everything feels new. And once you've released the old patterns and the old troubles and the old burdens, you will feel much clearer, much freer. Look, you're celebrating here, you're dancing. And you're turning into kind of an angel. This is like an angel energy. The dance of clarity and truth. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful reading, Taurus. There's definitely lots happening. Lots going on, lots of changes. But slow and steady. Nothing sort of comes whoosh. No, it's step by step, like a turtle. Unless they're running for their food, then they can be quite fast. But normally the turtle's quite slow and deliberate, step by step, considering everything, looking at the situation, thinking about it, and, making up your mind. So Taurus, been a real pleasure reading for you. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.